Good morning, everyone. It's October 25th, which means it's International Dwarfism Awareness Day. And today, I'm going to take you with me all around, and you can see what my day's like. Here's a start. Good morning, friends. We're having coffee.
Good morning. Happy Dwarfism International Awareness Day. Good luck, Team North America, down in Argentina today competing.
Nice. International Dwarfism Awareness. In case you guys didn't know, I have a spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita type dwarfism. Clint, what type do you have?
Dystrophic dysplasia, DD.
Nice. They're two different types. Hey guys, so I love to do yoga in the morning because it helps me connect to my body. Sometimes in the morning I wake up and I have aches and pains, and doing a good stretch and a good breath helps me start my day right. Being a mover has always helped me in my life. Because I'm a little person, I was born without certain joints and I have chronic arthritis, so constantly finding a way to keep myself active in a way that's comfortable for me really helps me a lot. I'm new at this Instagram story thing, so bear with me. I have my green on now. It's like a dark green, but it's green for International Dwarfism Awareness Day. So on days like today where I don't have an audition and I'm working from home until I teach later, I'm pretty much like swamped in paperwork and lesson plans and all sorts of stuff like that. Another part of the work that I do from home is I'm actively trying to dig my fingers into disability advocacy efforts. So I will listen to podcasts, I will read articles, and just learn more about what's going on there. And outside of the many jobs that I have, I'm also always, on Actors Access or paying my union dues, which are due, like, now. Okay, so I know that a lot of my artist/actor friends know what Actors Access is, but I realize not a lot of people do. So Actors Access is a database that kind of goes through all the different shows that are happening and opportunities to audition or apply for auditions. I put a little lipstick on, so hello. Also, I just wanted to point out that a podcast that I listen to that I really, really love, that I want everyone to support, is called Access Champions. # Access Champions Podcast. Okay, I'm stealing this from my friend, Stephanie Winland, and anyone who follows her will know what I mean. Question Corner. This is the Question Corner. And what that means is a few days ago, I asked people to ask me questions about my experience as a little person, so I'm going to share those answers now. It's so much easier when you do this with the hands-free situation. So, quickly, someone asked me about the history of performance of little people. That is a loaded question. That's from my good friend Christy Dodson. But it's all good. So I quickly just want to say, as far as performance and history of little people, a lot of people have history books. Different races have history books. Little people have a history book too. It's this. This book is called The Lives of Dwarves, and it's written by Betty Adelson, who is a mother of a little person. This book is my Bible and is absolutely our history book. So if you don't know about this and you're a little person, you should. And I just want to point out that it goes through history of the past, the transition, a cultural mirror, and the lives today. It's really, really an amazing, amazing piece of literature. Okay, and one more thing, because we're talking about performance with little people. One of the biggest points that she makes in the theater, film, and television chapter is that little people have been in entertainment forever. It's so hard to do this in 10 seconds, but the point is that Little people have been doing this forever, and we have only been seen for our size and our appearance and not our talents, even though there are tons and tons of very talented little people out there. This is kind of a question that two people sort of asked a similar thing, and it's about etiquette when talking to a little person, which I think is really funny and a weird way to think of it. Because when you think about etiquette, it really comes down to how you would treat any human being and using common sense as a way to make those choices and decisions. But thinking a little more specifically, like if someone is standing and talking to me, some people want to know if they should come down to my level and talk to me. Now, if we're in a crowded, loud place, that helps a lot. But then I think that generally little people don't really care. However, it really comes down to like, can we have a conversation without saying, what? What did you say? Huh? And if you can have a conversation without that, then I think you're okay. I will say, however, though, when people come and greet me or give me a hug, I do prefer them to come down to my level so it feels like a real hug and it's not like I'm hugging someone's torso or their leg. But I think that another general thought when it comes to all disabilities, if you're in the workforce and you're approached by someone with a disability, I think that the first question you ask is, how can I help you? And by saying that, you really give them the opportunity to share whatever it is they want to share without you immediately making assumptions about their abilities. Does that make sense? And the third question that I got from yesterday's post was about children. And of course someone asked me about children because it's all people are asking me since I got married. Which is a totally valid question. Yes, I want to have children. I would love to have children of my own, but I am so open to adopting, and I think I will adopt, especially if I have the means to. Another important thing to consider if you are a female little person and you want to carry your own child is that there are a lot of risks because you are of short stature. Is there enough room for the baby to grow? Are you going to be able to breathe when it gets bigger to a certain point, because it does push on your diaphragm, and that does become a complication for women. And then, of course, the process of delivery. Most little people have to have a C-section, which is totally doable. The good thing about that is that C-sections are usually planned, so you can really plan out your whole 9-month situation and know what's best for you. But just like any woman, there is always a risk when it comes to pregnancy. And just a little shameless plug. So, me and my friend Christy wrote this play. It's called The Gene Lottery, and it very much talks about all this stuff. So stay tuned because that is going to happen. Okay, now we're in the car, heading to Harlem to teach my class. It's gonna be exciting. By the way, this is how I drive. Oh, where is it? Pedals. Done. Easy. Sometimes when you have to get gas, it's like right near your face, which does feel a little aggressive at the gas station. But it's important to pick a gas station where you can actually see the screen, which is sometimes a huge problem. So I come here to the BP gas station because I can actually see the screen. We made it! So here's the thing. Teaching in public schools, they usually are not accessible. Let's talk about the last 20 seconds. As I go down the staircase to head to my car to get back home, 3 different groups of 3 different middle schoolers are pointing, laughing, and staring. And that's okay, because that's how they're expressing their fear and not knowing how to understand the questions they have. So I turn around and I say, hey, do you want to ask me a question? And they go, oh. Eventually, one of them answers with a question saying, how tall are you? And I say, I'm 4'2". And then I say, how tall are you? And she says, I'm 4'10". And I say, well, we're not really that much different, are we? Then I proceeded to tell them that I'm a teacher at this school, and if they have anything they want to ask me, they can find me next Tuesday and Thursday. This is something that happens on a daily basis to all little people. So maybe she'll come back to me with a question, maybe she won't, but I gave her the opportunity to learn, and hopefully there'll be more opportunities. We got tickets to Oklahoma at St. Anne's Warehouse. Rush, thank you, Rush.
As an Okie, I can't believe I'm seeing this musical right now. But I hear it's good shit.
Yes! See you later. Hello. So it is here at the end of International Dwarfism Awareness Day. My good friend Christy and I went to go see Oklahoma at St. Anne's Warehouse, and it was absolutely incredible, and I got to see my friend Allie Stroker, who killed it in Oklahoma, and just in general, seeing a classic play reimagined in such an amazing way was a great way to end the day. So thank you everyone for watching today. I know it is late night now, and it has been a long day with your host, Sofiya, Cheyenne. But it's been really fun to share my day with you, so thank you. We're gonna finish today with this. We are lost that want to be solved. We are children that need to be loved. Enough is enough. Oh, okay, last time. What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about